And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast.
Well, good Tuesday morning, everyone. Hopefully you're all doing well, and hopefully you're able to stay cool for these past couple of hot days that we've had. We did hit 100 degrees. Actually, doesn't show on this particular graph, but here in Amarillo, we did hit 102 degrees, which ties our previous record. So very, very hot out there across much of the area. But you can see in the overnight period up until the point of recording, you can see those temperatures have dropped a little bit down into the 70s and upper 60s. So we're starting to see change in a very good direction. So let's take a look at your satellite and radar here. Overall, nothing really much to see. We are expecting very clear, very sunny conditions for the day today. But what you'll notice, this right here, that's a cold front getting ready to push through the area. Not quite here just yet, but hopefully going to be seeing it starting to push through soon. What we are expecting is a wind shift out of the north-northeast as this front arrives. Maybe wind speeds up around 10 to 20 miles an hour, a little bit breezy as this cold front does push through. But the good news is after the front arrives, winds on the backside will start to calm down just a little bit, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, it's overall going to be not a very strong cold front, so unfortunately it's not going to be giving everyone the benefits that come with a typical cold front, but we are going to see a pretty stark split in the area when it comes to those daytime highs. Looking at your forecast highs around the region today, 85 up in Clayton. Here in Amarillo, about 94 degrees, which is certainly pretty nice for sure. But as you can see, the further southeast you move, still could see 102 down around Childress in the southeastern corner of the area. You got mid to high 90s off towards the south, but you start to move north, low 90s, high 80s for a lot of the area. So for some of you, you're going to see some very nice conditions, very seasonal temperatures for this time of year. But for some of you, unfortunately, things are still looking pretty toasty out there. But hopefully signaling a change in the right direction. We still have most of the work week that is staying steady. Of the work week is probably going to stay hot and sunny. But it's this weekend. That's what we're looking forward to, as rain could be returning to the forecast. It's just one of those eventually. It is only Tuesday. I think we're going to have to wait out the work week, wait for the late weekend, and then next week is when we really start to reap the benefits of hopefully a big pattern change. Big high pressure system expected to set up around the area, down off towards our southwest. That's going to set up this sunny, hot weather that we are expecting here for the next couple of days. But that high is expected to weaken and migrate off towards the southwest. When that happens, that should open up the door for a pretty steady northwest flow. That high pressure system not looking to be quite as dominant as it has been, and it's looking to push further off towards the south this time, which should open up the door for more of the region to see some rain. So let's take a look at what we're seeing from the Climate Prediction Center. 6 to 10 day precip outlook. This is September 10th through the 14th. That is going to be this next coming Sunday through about Thursday of next week. Now look at that right there. You see all that green? That's wetter than normal conditions. That's the kind of change we like to see. Let's take a look at what that translates into in terms of forecasted totals. Now, of course, we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. We don't want to, count our chickens before they've hatched, but we're starting to see positive change in this direction. So it certainly is exciting. It's certainly something worth talking about. As you can see right now, possibly several tenths, upwards of an inch could be possible. Now, this is going to be something that changes probably every single day leading up to this weekend, but you'll see as we start to narrow things down here, of course, your next 2 days looking dry, not really expecting anything in any part of the area, but we switch to, maybe Friday and Saturday, we start to see a little more activity. Sunday and Monday is when things start to look a lot better. So like I said, that's kind of what we're holding on to in terms of hope for rain chances. But like I said, in the meantime, we're just going to have to hang on to some sunny weather. Now, unfortunately, it does look like Thursday is going to be pretty toasty out there, as we could get all the way up to 103 degrees. Friday looks to be pretty toasty as well, but then you'll see those temperatures start to drop. We'll be around 92, 89 by the end of the weekend, as we'll see 10, 20, 30% chances of rain as we go into the early parts of next week. And hopefully our rain chances continue even beyond that. So like I said, don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but there is some exciting news on the horizon. But in the meantime, looks like we just have lots of sunshine and some unseasonably hot conditions.